hello, I'm here.
Great.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Great.
You
I'll
can
just
start
share the
sharing.
presentation. Yes, just give me a second. Can you see it?
Yeah, maybe just
Yeah, full screen.
Screen, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes, perfect. Perfect.
Okay. So hello everyone. My name is Lora Hristova, and originally I'm from Bulgaria. However, I've been living in Austria for quite some time now, and this is also where my home university is. It's located in also just as small city as Koper in Upper Austria. It's called Steyr, and I study global sales and marketing. And I'm here during my third semester, so that's my second year of my studies at the Faculty of Management in Koper. And I would like to keep this presentation rather concise. I don't want to bore anyone. So if anyone has questions, feel free at the end, you can ask me. And here is also my email where you can contact me for any questions that you might have. So why I chose the University of Primorska in Koper. First of all, it was also due to the location. It's located near the sea, and that means that during the winter semester the weather is quite mild and not as cold. Also, it's located right at the border through to Italy and Croatia. And during my Erasmus, I wanted to also explore the neighboring countries, and it just offered a nice. It was just nice, so I can travel also during my Erasmus semester. Also, there were very interesting subjects, such as, and there are still, for example, marketing, e-marketing, and financial markets. As I'm studying I'm doing a business degree that interests me a lot. And another aspect that I really like about how they're taught here, the subjects, is that they're not only theoretically based, but have also practical applications. And also there are tutorials where there are different exercises that we do. So we sort of apply the theory we've learned during lectures into more theoretical and practical sense. Another thing I want to mention, that students here are very, very welcoming and very nice. I find interaction with them is very easy, and I like it a lot. Further on, I would like to move on with some important things about living here, such as the accommodation. So I found my accommodation through the lists that the university provided. So when you come here, or actually prior to that, the university provides a very long list, and actually it keeps on updating it. So they might send you every now and again a new list with new accommodations that I have arose. So I found that very practical that the university provided them directly, and not that I have to search somewhere on some websites, which I'm not even sure if they're okay or not. One thing I want to mention though is that you have to be fast. So there's a bit of a shortage with accommodations here in Koper, as there are a lot of students, and you have to be fast on getting one. So make sure you search in advance, not just a few weeks prior to your arrival. And yeah, also another thing that was a bit surprising to me when I came here was that you have to share a room with someone, like, because coming from Austria, usually when you share an apartment, you have a room on your own. But to be honest, that's really not a problem. Like, it takes a bit of getting used to. However, it's okay, it's manageable. And it's also interesting experience, let's put it this way. So the living costs here are approximately, from also the other students, everyone pays approximately like 200 euros of rent and around 50 of additional costs, utility costs. For student meals, the university, or actually the student organization, provides this application which allows you to have meals at different places, different restaurants in the city of Koper for 3 to 4 euros. So I found that very helpful and very glad to have it. You might, however, need like a Slovenian card, SIM card, as this application uses the phone number to connect to this little device that you can see on the bottom of my presentation, to connect and kind of to verify that it is you, the beholder of this application. However, you can find it like very cheaply. For example, at the retailer called Hofer. Also, I find there are a lot of places to shop, as in like grocery shopping, such as Hofer, Spar, Lidl, Mercator, which is their own Slovenian supermarket here, and is not that expensive, to be honest. Like, it's okay. Like, coming from Austria, and Austria is more expensive. And also you have a lot of you have like a couple of shopping malls. I think there are two main ones, so that's also very nice to have. Yeah. What is good to know? So first of all, in the first week of my semester, there were those orientation days. So that was like a week prior to the lectures. The orientation days are basically days which introduce you to the system of the university, how lectures work, how exams work, where you can find what. However, also it helps you connect with other students, as the students organization organizes different events which help with socializing and you meeting new people, new Erasmus people, the local people, like, I mean, the regular students from here. For example, there was a treasure hunt that was organized, which was, well, you had different activities to go from one place to the next in groups, and it had a competitive it was competitive, so basically there were groups, and a group one group could win a prize. So I found this event very helpful, as it helped me with building contacts with other students, which I know till now, and like we go out, and yeah, I find it very very good and helpful. Another thing I want to mention is that you should socialize. Like, just make sure you socialize. Don't be shy. Talk to other people. There are different, like, there are many people from many different nationalities. I find it very, very interesting. And just make sure you meet other people, because that's also one of the main points of having an Erasmus, right? And next point I want to make is do travel, because that's also one of the goals, at least in my opinion, for having an Erasmus semester. So I used, you would have time, like usually depending on your schedule, however, many times there is enough time to travel. So meet new people, go travel with them to, I'll mention in the next slide which places I do recommend for visiting. and yeah, just have fun. So those are some of the places I've been to, and I definitely recommend visiting. So for example, in Slovenia, very close by to Koper is the Postojna cave, which you can see on the very right bottom. It's truly something. This picture cannot even like describe the how big this cave is. Like honestly, this is like one of the most mesmerizing things I've ever seen in my life. um, and on the top right, this is very close by to the Postojna cave, is the Predjamski castle. This is also, it's a castle situated right at the rock. You can sort of see it on the picture, however in life it's even more stunning than that. Then Ljubljana, the capital, definitely of worth a visit. There's actually, like, during in the early months when it wasn't so cold and there weren't the COVID restrictions weren't so strict, we went to Ljubljana and had went to a couple of parties, and so there are good parties there. There are different types of clubs, so everyone can find a club, a place for their preference of music. Um, Also, I have a picture here of Venice right below it, as is not as far away from Koper, so I do recommend that when you have a couple of more days free. I do recommend a visit. It's close by. Also, Trieste is just right at the border. Then right next to it on the right, I have a picture of Zagreb, which is in Croatia, the capital of Croatia, also not so far away, 2 hours or so. A very beautiful city. On the bottom left, I have Lake Bled. This is one of the symbols of Slovenia, um, and it's very beautiful. Also, it's right at the foot of the mountains, so very beautiful scenery. I do definitely recommend a visit. So that's about what I wanted to talk about. If you have any questions, something wasn't answered, or you have another question, just feel free to ask me.
Yeah, perfect, Laura. Thank you very much. It was really a great presentation, really also nice PowerPoint. There is one question from the YouTube channel, and the question is, are all the classes in English language? And how you communicate with your coordinators or tutors or those who are helping you with the study process?
Okay, well, the lectures, yes, they're all in English. Um, in the management, for sure, because the management course, there's a Slovene course and there's an English course. So the lectures that are offered to Erasmus students are all in English, so you don't have to worry about that. The coordinators, we mainly well, the coordinators from my home uni, we of course communicate by email. The ones from the University of Primorska and Koper, we also communicate via email. However, you can also go to their office. They're also almost all the time there during the day. So actually, I do find really helpful the international coordinator, Marisol. She's very helpful and will help you in any way she can.
Okay, perfect. And since we are from the Faculty of Tourism Studies and you had a lot of like presentations in the end, what you visit, my question is maybe do you visit these attractions in Slovenia in a self-organized way, or it's anything also organized by the faculty or the university?
I visited them on my own with friends that I met here. There are a lot of buses and there's a lot of information on the internet, so there's no problem with that. However, there are a lot of events that are and trips that are organized by the university. So, for example, the other week, a week or two ago, there was a trip organized to Budapest, which is in Hungary, but it's also not that far away. So you can do both. Like the university also organizes those trips. Also during New Year's now, they're organizing another trip. So for the students that are going to be here, there's something so they don't have to be, alone. They're organizing a trip to Bosnia, where they will spend New Year's, and yeah, so both. The university does have events organized.
Great, that's a great answer, and I also see there's a lot of information going on since you know all the trips and everything, which means that you are well communicated, by us.
Yes. I mean, they send out emails. Do follow them on social media. They're very active on social media as well, so you can find information there. On the students' organization website, also on social media. So there's very good communication from the university to the students.
Perfect. Lora, thank you very much for your presentation. Really appreciate it. And I believe that a lot of students who are listening or they will listen later, they will get really useful information for